Hey all, Nicole here, your Gulf Coast gal. We are back at Centennial Plaza right on Highway 90 in Gulfport for another really exciting event. Tonight is the Dressy but Messy Unmasking Addiction fundraiser for the Home of Grace. We're gonna go in, I have to get changed, and we're gonna go show all what this fundraiser entails, including a silent auction, a 3-course meal, and a bunch of other fun stuff. As you can tell, the wind's kind of blowing with my crazy hair, but we are in the chapel building, which I haven't been to before, so really excited to show y'all and take you along. All right, y'all, we are all changed and ready for the Dressy but Messy Gala tonight to benefit the Home of Grace. We've got my Gulf Coast gal pal Kelly here. We've got our masks ready, and we're gonna go inside. We'll show you around, show you the program tonight, and take you along for every bit of the experience. So let's go. All right, this is gonna be the check-in table. And then they've got a selfie station over there. Look how cute. All right, there's some beautiful ladies trying out the photo booth now. A little selfie station with a gorgeous backdrop. I love those sparkles.
Dressy but Messy, Kelly. I'm just gonna make a group chat with all of us so we can all drop whatever.
So we are sitting at the table right up by the stage, really excited. I think they're going to start the presentation in just a little bit, but we are going to go check out the auction and see what wonderful prizes they have up for bid. Right now, they are also doing fundraising for their scholarship, and they've raised almost $80,000 towards the scholarships that are offered through the Home of Grace. And I thought it was fantastic because there's like little nice touches all throughout the venue that make it really personal and show you the impact this organization has made. Let me show you what I mean in just a second. Each of the table will have some alumni pictures on it. So this wonderful lady and her kiddos. How sweet is that? Just makes it so much more personal. We'll take a look at the program. We are familiar with Todd and the Bacon McCarty Foundation from our Renaissance the Runway fashion show. I'll be sure to drop a link for that video down below. The wonderful music you heard was Graham Ray.
I took a neighbor in 1964 to a home up in Georgia called the Victory Home. My wife and I, Miss Reed, took her husband up there. I met in the living room of that old big house with 25 alcoholics seeking help. And then as I sat there and looked at these men, my heart burned within me. I wanted to help those men. And I knew there were thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of other men and women like those men. We left the Corps and started back toward Atlanta. And before I ever got to Atlanta, I said to my wife, that's what I want to have. I want to have a home like that. I'm going to call it the Home of Grace. I knew the best was yet to come. My wife and I started the Home of Grace January the 2nd, 1965. With 10 acres of land, a small trailer, no budget, no money. One man that came out from the Singing River Bridge and asked for help. Today, the Home of Grace has modernized facilities, and on the drawing board, blueprints and dreams far beyond anything I ever dreamed of. And for the Home of Grace, the best is yet to come.
Good evening. Super grateful for all of you joining us tonight. This is going to be a really fun night. I'm so grateful for all of our sponsors, everybody that helped put this event on. You're going to learn a lot more about the event as we get a little bit further into it. But tonight, I just want you to have a great time. I want you to understand that the impact that you're making by being a part of this is going to go far beyond anything you'll ever see. As you got to see my grandfather share in that audio, My grandfather passed away in 2008, but 57 years ago, he had a vision to start something out in the middle of the woods for people with alcohol problems. He had no idea that 57 years later, we would have 40,000 plus men and women through our program, men all over the country, women all over the country now that are just doing amazing things. In fact, there's different plaques that we have up. We have several of our alumni that now have their own 40 and 60-bed recovery programs. It's just amazing to see what all God has done in the lives of men and women that's come through the Home of Grace. So thank you for being a part of this tonight.
The inaugural Dressy but Messy Unmasking Addiction event. We can't wait to dive into the evening's activities, but first, let's hear from some very special Home of Grace supporters.
I'm Terry Eaton. My husband John and I have a son Jason, and we got pretty messy. Thank you for coming tonight to Dressy but Messy. Drug addiction is not a pretty sight, and we thank you so much because God and Home of Grace made our messy into a ministry. Thank you for coming tonight.
Hello, this is Mark and Debbie Moeller. As longtime members of the board at the Home of Grace, we have had the opportunity to see the power of the ministry both from personal involvement and our involvement on the board.
For me, being on the board has been wonderful. I've been able to see the curriculum that deals with the mind, body, and the soul of these people. And I just love the fact that it covers everything.
Hey, we're Allie and Ross Richard. We're Home of Grace alumni. And we are so glad that you came tonight to help those struggling with addiction.
When we were both clients here at the Home of Grace, we had the opportunity to reconnect with Jesus and get some purpose in our lives. Now we are both employees of the Home of Grace, and we can take that knowledge and truth that we learned here to help those that are currently battling addiction.
The Home of Grace truly is a place where miracles happen. I know that to be true because 25 years ago, I became one of them. Hi, I'm Todd Trenchard. Thank you for attending tonight's gala in support of men and women finding freedom from addiction. At this time, I want to invite you to remove your mask and unfold your napkins as we prepare to get our hands dirty and unmask the stigmas of addiction.
Hope y'all enjoyed that. And I think they asked me to MC tonight because I was the only one that had a tuxedo ready to go. So
Oh, that's cute.
well pleased to be up
I
here.
didn't expect that, y'all.
Center
It is
stage
an
with
apron.
Josh Barton. And at this time, I'm going to ask you to maybe undo your napkins, and you're probably going to notice something real quick. So I'm going to turn it over to Josh to sort of take it from there.
Well, this will be a unique experience for some of you. Some of you may already be in the know.
Not in the know.
Actually, we have some good napkins. You may say, why? Why? The whole point of this event, dirty. You understand what it's like to walk in the journey of addiction. If you're a family and you've had someone in your home, you've had someone that you've tried to work with that's suffering from addiction, you can't help someone at a distance. You really have to get your hands dirty. You have to get engaged. You have to get involved. And so tonight we're going to be getting engaged and involved in our meal as we get engaged and involved in helping others tonight.
I'm looking around the room and I'm seeing some contraband coming out of some purses and stuff. I'm seeing some knives and forks. But Josh, look what I just found over here. Inside of here, I think we have something that somebody might be interested in. A set of utensils. Now that ought to be worth something to somebody. Steak or chicken?
Who may need these tonight the most?
I think we should start, hey, I know there's somebody out there. Let's start the bidding at $20. $20. Certainly somebody out there wants $20. I see 20? He said 100. 100.
All right, so I don't know if you heard about the gimmick or what is happening, but the napkin roll that I showed you earlier wasn't really a napkin. We undid the little rhinestone wrapper, and it's actually an apron. So the dressy but messy, the messy portion of this is people aren't able to use silverware. There's no silverware for this event. So it was really a great analogy about getting your hands dirty and diving in. So our first course of dinner is a wedge salad, which is a little bit more manageable, I think, right? You can like rip it off and dip it. So we're gonna dive into this. I'm showing you what the Gulf Coast Gal Pal's doing right now. She's doing like some turkey wrap type things. And we're gonna dive into this and have the experience. What a unique idea. And again, I love the analogy about getting messy and getting your hands dirty and being a part of the solution. So let's do this. All right, so this is what the creative thing the Gulf Coast Gal Pal did with her salad or bacon, blue cheese crumbles. We're gonna maybe take a lesson from that. But before we do, we're gonna go take a look at the auction. The auction is right over there and see what items they have available. All right, here is a look at some of the items up for grabs in the auction. When you came in, everything was kind of electronic, so you got an auction number and you're able to bid on all of the items. Leather vest. This comes with a year's worth of coffee, which is very exciting to me. We've been to sit before, and I'll be sure to drop a link to that video down below. This gorgeous, gorgeous picture. Raising Cane's basket. Some stellar jewelry. Gift card to Panache. Makeup set on Layla's. How fun. Sneak behind and gorgeous painting. The bacon, delicious.
Clap, dirty fingers.
I have not used this spoon. I just stirred this up. Would any of y'all like a spoon for your potato?
I will not fight you on it. I feel like it's breaking the rules.
They're trading contraband.
But it's fine. You can bring
I have a
silverware.
I'm okay with the blue cheese crumble.
It's good. It's not very blue cheesy. It's almost feta-y.
Uh-huh. Another thing they have is a testimonial from some of the alumni all around the room for you to read and kind of learn a little bit more about their story. So I'm going to show you a few of them around the room. These are all people that did attend Home of Grace. They're alumni, and they went on to make their own practices and their own centers and are just putting so much good into the world. So we're going to take a look. Here is another one. This is going to be Executive Director of the Refinery. And we didn't get to do this earlier, so I'm going to show you a little overview of what the room looks like. It's gorgeous. Again, this is the chapel portion of Centennial Plaza. I haven't been here before, but they have quite a few events here. Weddings, galas, fundraisers, reunions, all kinds of things. So I'm gonna show you all, and also drop some links down in the description below of some videos of other events we've attended here at Centennial Plaza. As if things weren't complicated enough with the wedge salad, we just got our entree out. I ordered chicken and the Gulf Coast Gal Pal ordered steak. So this is what the chicken dish looks like. I'll show you a little bit closer and then I'll show you the steak. She already started chomping on it while I was away doing some video, but that's okay, no shade here. It looks really good. Here is the chicken dish with a baked potato. Again, we have to eat with our hands. And then the steak, look how delicious. All right.
We're having so much fun.
Lord, I need you now. I've fallen so far down. Lord, I'm so lost. Just show me a sign.
So I want to invite the servers up. So these men and women standing here along with myself, they've all been serving you this evening. And we've all been struggling with being labeled something, outcasts. Tonight we want to end this stigma. We want to destigmatize the word addiction. Stigmas including broken relationships with parents, failure, manipulator, thieves, and liars. This is my favorite part. Let's give them a standing ovation.
Woo!
As Josh comes back up to the stage, I'd like these men and women to stay up here because this is what it's all about. And to be able to stand on the other side of the fence, like, you know, to be able to just celebrate 25 years of living a clean, sober, and productive life. Y'all are the lucky ones. Y'all are the chosen ones. So again, let's give one more round of applause.
Woo!
And I think that's right. Toughest thing in the world is to change a life. What is that? $83,600. That's a lot of money. I think Josh wanted to thank certainly our sponsors for helping us get to that number.
Back of your programs, we had some awesome sponsors that made tonight so special. As you see, like men and women, that these guys and girls are just representing of that. And so tonight, if you registered and would like to help us toward our goal, every life, every dollar that comes in.
100,000.
So really exciting. I went ahead and dropped in some footage right now of the silent auction, some of the items that they had available, and we did some bidding. So really excited, fingers crossed for us. It closes in just a couple minutes, but wanted to show you what they're at so far as fundraising tonight. And I think we'll verify that they accept donations throughout the year. All right, so right now they are at over $100,000. That is so fantastic, y'all. That is a total of 28 plus scholarships for people to attend the 90-day program. If you're interested in donating, I'll be sure to drop a link down below, but it's gonna be homeofgrace.org/give. So be sure to keep up to date on all the things that they're doing around the community and all of the lives that they're helping here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. $100,000 keeps on going. Their goal for the year is gonna be $175,000. That's going to be 50 scholarships they're able to offer to people. All right, y'all, now they're over $113,000. How fantastic. Oh my gosh, what a phenomenal night at Centennial Plaza at the chapel. I thoroughly enjoyed our experience at the Dressy but Messy Gala benefiting Home of Grace. It was such a wonderful experience, really heartwarming to hear so many stories. And I really liked that they added that interactive element of getting messy. It just added a very memorable experience to the evening. They raised over $113,000 the last I saw. That is such a stellar number, and their goal is $175,000. So if you have the ability and you are interested in donating, I'll be sure to drop a link like I mentioned before, but that's going to be homeofgrace.org/give. I had a really great time. I ended up winning something in the silent auction. I'm really excited about that. And it, again, was such a phenomenal night. I so appreciate Home of Grace for having me out. I loved getting the opportunity to sponsor this event as a media sponsor. That's it for me, Gulf Coast Gal. Please consider liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on more activities, attractions, and awesome fundraising galas just like Dressy but Messy benefiting Home of Grace you can only find here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.